This is the story of the changer, the star child. Two sisters working together dug fern roots for their family. Often, when they were digging roots, at some distance from the home, they would camp overnight. One evening, I'm going to put that closer. Maybe people can hear me. One evening, as they lay looking into the sky, the girls wondered what kind of people the stars were and how they lived up in the starland. "Which star would you like to marry?" asked the younger sister. "The big bright one or the little red one?" "Oh, don't be foolish," she said. "Why do you talk that way?" But her sister was not silenced. "I want to marry the big bright star. You have to have you have to have the little red one." She stopped talking. The two fell asleep. The next morning they awoke and were surprised to find themselves in the starland. The older sister was married to the little red star, a handsome young man. The younger sister was married to the bright, big, bright star, a white-haired old man. Just as in the earth world, the sisters spent much of their time digging fern roots. "Do not dig very long roots," their husbands told them. "They are not so good to eat as the others are." For a long time, the women obeyed their husbands, but one day they decided to dig up the deepest roots. They knew that on earth, the longest ones were the best. They dug and dug until their digging sticks broke through the ground and made a hole. Looking through it, they saw the earth spread out below them, and they knew they wanted to go home. Quickly they made a plan. The older sister dug fern roots. The younger sister twisted cedar branches into a rope long enough to reach from the sky to the earth. Both worked hard and fast, the older one digging as many roots as the two girls had been digging. At last, the rope was long enough. They fastened one end to the starland and climbed down. Their family was made happy by their return, and the people from far and wide came to swing from the rope which hung from the sky. They swung so much they made gullies on the sides near the mountains, where their feet had touched and dragged on the ground. Soon after their return to earth, the older sister gave birth to a son. Whenever she went out to dig roots in Camus, she left the baby in care of her blind grandmother. All day the women came to hear grandmother sing and to see the baby, the wonderful child of the red star in Starland. One day, some neighbor women found the child was gone. Blind grandmother was singing to a swing that had a piece of rotten wood in it. Two women from the north had stolen the baby. All the family and all the other people of the village looked and looked and looked for the child for months and months. At last they gave up the search and made a new child from the cradle board. The new child was thought of as the brother of the stolen baby. Many years later, the blue jay on his travels reached the edge of the world, far in the Northland. There he saw land beyond the edge of the world. To reach it, Blue Jay said he would have to fly below a shelf of land. This shelf rose and fell all the time, and it shook the earth with its movement. Blue Jay hesitated, but gathering his courage, he dashed through the feet first. The shelf of the land caught on his head, flattened it on both sides. That is why the blue jays today still have flattened heads. In the land beyond the edge of the earth, Jay saw but one house. and he found a man chipping arrowheads from stone. Somehow, Blue Jay recognized the man as a child who had been stolen from his grandmother in his babyhood. I came to find you, said Jay. Your mother has been mourning for many years. I'm getting ready to go to your people, replied the man. I have been making bows and arrows and other things to take with me. Go home to your people and tell them I'm coming. I will teach them how to use these things, the things I'm making. Then life will be easier for them, and I will change the earth so it will be less cruel and more beautiful. People will call me the Changer. Blue Jay returned with a message for his people. In time, the Changer came, bringing with him bows and arrows, war clubs, baskets, moccasins, leather garments, and other things which he had made. He showed the people how to use them and how to make them. He brought seeds of many trees and shrubs. He brought roots and berries and grasses of many kinds. All these he planted on the earth to make it beautiful and fruitful. He placed animals and birds on the land, fishes in the water. He made canoes and fish traps and showed the people how to make them. Up to this time, stones had life. Bees, flies, and other insects had been giants. The Changer removed life from the stones and made the insects small and less harmful. Crane had been troublesome to many people by tripping them whenever they tried to cross the river. Change transformed the crane into a bird that could do nothing but wade around in the water looking for a fish. The Changer passed across the land. He came to a house where lived a bad man who sometimes set the earth on fire. I am the son of fire, the man kept singing. I am the son of flames. As he sang, the house caught fire and flames spread. Soon they reached the Changer. He ran, but the flames followed. Alarmed, he asked boulders to protect him. We cannot, boulders replied. If we do, the heat will break us. The Changer asked the trees to help him. We cannot, the trees replied. If we should try, we would be burned. As he ran towards the river, he asked the river to help them. I cannot. Fire would make my water boil. At last he came to a hard, worn path. Lie down on me, called the trail. Lie down on me, and the fire will pass over you. Then he returned to the man and the house where fire had started. All around him were many snakes. When asked about them, the man mocked him. So the Changer killed the man and split him open. From the man's stomach, from every corner of the house, angry snakes jumped upon the Changer. But he killed them and made them weak. That's why there's very few snakes in the country, why all the snakes are harmless. Thus the Changer traveled over the land, helping the people, getting rid of evil creatures. He taught people how to make all things they needed, how to play games, how to cure the sick. He showed them how to get power of the spirits. One day he was traveling along the river. He became hungry. He saw a salmon jumping. He called it to him and put it on a spit and placed it beside his fire. While cooking, the Changer fell asleep. A wandering creature came down and ate all the salmon. Before he slipped away, he rubbed some grease on the lips and the fingers of the sleeping Changer and put some bits of fish between his teeth and lips. When the Changer awoke, he knew he had been tricked. He followed the tracks of the creature and soon found him looking at himself in the water. The Changer transformed him into a coyote. When he went back home to his blind grandmother, Toad, he saw a mountain of rock. The mountains had been formed from the coils of cedar rope, which his mother and Anne had made in Starland. As he looked up at the sky, the Changer thought, that there should be more light. So he went up to the sky world, traveled across it by day to form the sun. But he made the days so hot that people could not stand the heat. He called his brother, who had been made from a cradle board, and made him the sun. I will be the night sun, said the changer, and I will take with me my wife, my maiden, who can lift and carry this great bag of things which I have made. Only the daughter of the frog could carry such a load. So I went up to the sky with him. Today, Changer, the frog, and the bag she carried can be seen in the full moon.